everyone, and welcome back to Harvest Moon Wonderful Life Special Edition. This is Showboat. Off screen, I made more sashimi from our fish. I made one mistake in that I converted a big hutchup, and yeah, big hutchup's worth 170, not 150. So minor mistake, but otherwise everything's good. The huge Niamame are worth 200 gold? So yeah, I'm not going to convert those. Also, for reference, huge sharks are worth 2,500 gold. Huge Yamame are worth 2,000 gold. And huge Arna are worth 1,500. So theoretically speaking, I should only be fishing downstream where I can catch shark. Theoretically. Anyhoozle, let's end off the day. It's time to get married. It is time to start chapter 2. So we're gonna have a nice long scene right off the bat. It's time. Huh, they just pop in. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I know you've been waiting. I mean, I guess I've been waiting. Huh, in the middle of her training. Wonderful. Yeah. Let's do this. Yes, she's leaving you. Oh right, we're gonna have to pick a nickname, aren't we? Yeah. Alright, we totally go around and rub it in people's faces that we're getting together. Including all the other potential brides. I think except for Nami. I know that Nami's going to leave in chapter 2. She'll just be gone. She'll come back later, but for now she's just gonna leave. We're also going to lose one of the people that we just saw permanently. Oh, all the pop-in. Wonderful pop-in. Isn't it glorious? I like how they just have all of the weird dudes just hanging out together. Be like, hi! We're going to save some time and just be like, hey to everyone all at the same time. Oh, there's Nami. And she's leaving. Yep, there she goes. She is out of here. Nothing we can do to stop it. Unless we had married her instead. I mean, Nami's considered the hardest to marry. Because of her lack of liking all flowers. It's like, excuse me, that doesn't define someone being easier or harder. Well, it's harder because her schedule's a little wacky, but still, it's not impossible. But we've got Lumina just 'cause we can here in this particular version of the game. And don't forget, from way back at the beginning of the Let's Play, I did set it up so that we should have a daughter. We should have a daughter, not a son. And that does interesting things too, because that will mean that Lumina will wear a different dress than if we had a son. Her dress will be a lot like what she's wearing now. It'll be a very similar color scheme. I don't particularly like the dress that she wears when you have a son. It's like this awful like yellow. It's this awful like plaid yellow type thing. It's horrendous. Yeah. So what should she call me? Now loading. Wonderful. So a nickname. Yeah, whatever. Don't care. A few years later. This would be Takakura at, I guess, the grave of your father or something. So we get to see that the house has expanded backwards. We now have an actual rear area to the house that is a full-sized kitchen and dining room, and I think also stuff. It's stuff. It's very happy with the new kitchen. It's bathing. That's what it is. Bathing and restroom. So yes, this would be the daughter. You can't necessarily tell at this age, but yeah, it's the daughter. And you can tell because Lumina is wearing what she's wearing, that particular dress. Oh, we have to name the daughter. Interesting that it doesn't actually say whether it's boy or girl at any point before this. What'll be her name? I'm very, very fearful. Because I'm completely unoriginal in all things. Apparently, I have a text message. You have 2 new items. Shipped. Items have shipped, I know. I know items have shipped, thanks. Huh, pick me up. Sure. So this basically tells you can do this now. I like the colors of the clothes that we are wearing, because it's now spring again. Nice white and blue and red. Yeah, sure, definitely. You don't have to. You don't actually have to. Don't worry. So this chapter is called A Birth. It is 5 a.m. So, yeah. See, the problems with the house persist. So that's a thing. Also, the cow will likely give birth today, which is highly unfortunate. You know what we're going to do? Is we're going to go in and we're going to save. We're going to save now that we've done all of that. Yes, welcome to Chapter 2, Day 1. Well, technically, Year 2, quotes, air quotes for Year 2, because a few years have passed between 1 and 2. Our character is now a little bit older. I don't know if you can tell, he does appear a little bit older. Yeah, so we can do things. Things will happen now. And yeah, quotes a few years past, but... Oh, it's the time. It will arrive, quote, soon. It should be like now, but I think it's just, quote, close. Because it wasn't close last time, now it's close to happening. So she's isolated. So we can't, like, talk to her. We can check? Ah, we can. Hi. In a few days. Wonderful. I wanted it today, but whatever. Could I ride you? Thanks. You need to be washed. You need to be washed. Get out. I don't think I'm gonna wash him, though. That's the thing. That is a thing. I was hoping for the calf birth today, but whatever. It'll probably be tomorrow. Now that I think about it. Alright, so things now can happen. Why can things no longer happen? I want to clear the field, Gabe. Alright, I'll have to play by your rules, I guess. We might have to just talk to Takakura. We might just have to talk to him. Thing is, I think by now he's gone. Gone out to the city. Maybe. Hi. Yeah. Stop talking to me about cooking. I want to clear my field. I want to clear my field. Darn you. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to clear my field? I don't know. Ah, the new guy. The new guy. New guy. Hi. So that would be Grant. Him and his family have moved in. They have moved into the house formerly occupied by Nina and Galen. Galen is now over here in this house, so that he can be closer to Nina, who has passed away over these last few years. Because, you know, a few years have technically passed. Now, thing is, Galen, we're friends, right? Hi? Like, oh, it's you. Yes, it's me. Please leave me alone for now, whatever. Can I ride you, please? Thank you. He will give us a better fishing pole. Because we're friends. Because we are friends. Oh, by the way, Mugwort should be back. Has things to eat. Hello, Mugwort. Mugwort! Yay. So we're just basically starting all over again. It's a brand new year. Springtime, all the spring stuff is back. Except now there's just a bit more to do, I guess. We should definitely go and dig at the dig site this year until we get a slab. The dig site is now larger. It contains more items that are a bit more valuable to us. Of course, we can't go in there right now because he's sunbathing. He's praising the sun. So let's head on over towards where the spring is. And yeah, if I just straight up ignore my family, that will probably be just because I straight up ignore my family most of the time. I literally don't care. I quite clearly don't care about their existence. And quite frankly, nothing happens because of it. She says, put food in the refrigerator. No, you don't. You don't have to actually put food in the fridge. In fact, the only thing it really does is it prevents Moe from stealing your food. Because that's the thing he can do. If you store food inside of your shed where you ship stuff, this little a-hole will come around and take it from you because he thinks it's just free food. But you can train your dog, and your dog will shoo him away. So that's a thing that exists. I could be increasing my dog's affection for me by giving him food in his bowl. Just take any food and put it in the bowl. That's outside of the house. I don't know why, but today my nose has been particularly stuffy and congested. I've gone through like at least 15 tissues, I think, so far. It's a lot of tissues. Yeah, no, don't know why. I mean, this is the morning edition this time around. It is like after 9, something like that. I don't know the exact time here. Let me look. It is 10, like 9:57. So yeah, that's when I'm recording this. During my now scheduled recording times, I have scheduled on weekends, at the very least, to record between 8 a.m. and noon. Well, basically, it's from when I get up until noon time, when I eat lunch. So yeah, Lumina's not playing the piano anymore. That's a thing. She also looks a hell of a lot older for only a few years passing. But I guess that's what you get, I suppose, when you take a character that's model was supposed to be 14 years old. Oh, by the way, this is a new character. So the guy who came in has a daughter. Hi. Hello, Kate. If we had a son, she becomes one of the potential people that the son is interested in. Even though she is a bit older. But whatever. Mostly today is just like running around doing nothing, it seems. I guess. Thought there'd be a bit more to it, but I guess not. I guess not. So this chapter lasts 2 years. I should point that out, like, immediately. This chapter lasts a full 2 years, so we've got quite a bit of time available to us. I think the next chapter lasts 3, which is rather interesting. And then it goes to like 2 and then 2 and then 1 or something like that. It doesn't stay 3 the whole time. This whole game is 10 years. That's the key. The entire game is 10 years long. And we are just starting 2. We are just starting year 2. And it's been like almost like over 40 episodes for 1 year. Yeah. So this will be a long one indeed if I do one video for a day. Insanely long if I do one video for a day. So I'm gonna go fishing. Just cause I wanna go fishing. And we're gonna talk about what's been going on lately. What's been going on lately? So I mentioned earlier, I got those texts saying, hey, stuff is shipped, so what did I buy? Is the question of the day, I guess. Well, what I bought was, space bags, Ziploc brand space bags, so that I can take only one bag with me, like one luggage with me as a carry-on when I fly home in December. So that'll be a thing. It was like $50 for a set of 15 bags. I don't need nearly that many, but yeah, it's good. I am glad that I have those now to conserve quite a lot of space. You are on the bridge, which means that you should be ready. Really? 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 Fine. Be that way. Probably will have to wait until summer before he gives me the fishing rod. He's a bit shaken by the loss of Nina, if you couldn't tell. He is a bit shaken. So, I have those space bags. They are coming on their way. I will have extra room for my laptop and my Xbox One controller and my mouse. I'm not going to bring a keyboard with me because I actually have a mechanical keyboard at home. It's like I actually have one at home that I have left there for whenever I come back. It's not the one that I am currently using. It is, in fact, my old mechanical keyboard that's quite a bit smaller. So my keyboard now is a Razer Black Widow Stealth, a standard one without all the lights and other bullshit. So it is a mechanical keyboard. It uses like the quiet version of the keys. The one that I have at home is a Rosewill brand mechanical keyboard. I think it uses cherry browns, if I'm not mistaken. Browns? I'm trying to think. I've forgotten the exact key that it uses. I think they're browns. All I know is that they are fairly loud, and I stopped using it because of how loud the keys are. In fact, when I had originally bought the Roseville Mechanical, it was the first one that they had released, and because they have multiple types of multiple switches now for that company, but the first one that they released, I had the unfortunate circumstance of having it break on me after about 2 months or so of owning it. It wasn't all that long, but what had happened was that the rear of it, the back of it, has a mini USB connector. It's the same connector as what's on the PlayStation 3 controller that I'm using right now. And that allows you to change out the cord that you use to connect it to the computer. You can use a standard USB cable, or it comes with a PS/2 connector, which is pretty awesome. So it's a legacy connector and a USB connector. That is a huge rain bob. That is worth more than 200. That's worth more than 150. That's worth like 300 if I'm not mistaken. And the connector, the mini USB connector on the keyboard itself, bent internally. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it bent internally so that I couldn't actually plug the thing in anymore. It was like shrouded, like just inside of this like shroud thing, and it just bent down, so I couldn't actually connect anything to it. So I had contacted them. I got a free replacement for it, which was fine, and I still have that replacement. It was just weird because other people had actually had that problem. It was a design flaw, as far as anyone could tell, with the keyboard, and a problem that could just happen. The funny thing about it is, well, I say funny, the horrific thing about it was that at the time when it happened, I was playing World of Tanks, and I was in a clan, and we were starting a clan war. It broke as soon as the match started. Like, at some point between the last time I used it and the start of the match, that's when it broke. So I had a broken keyboard at the start of a clan war match in World of Tanks, and I was like on TeamSpeak, and I was like, I can't move. My keyboard is broken. And yeah, it was horrible. I literally had to run into my bedroom and pick up my old keyboard. Fortunately, I kept my other keyboard as a spare in case something bad happened. And sure enough, something bad happened. So that's why I always tend to have a spare on hand at any given time. So yeah, I had to run in and get it so that I could actually take part in the clan war. It was a thing. I think we still lost, regardless. But pretty sure that we were going to lose, even if I had a working keyboard to begin with. This way. So yeah, that's my story on that particular keyboard. Yeah, so that was me talking about the space bag originally. Like, hey, I got space bags so that I can take stuff back with me in one bag this time. So I'm flying Delta, and they allow one carry-on and then one, quote, small item. The small item, quote, really depends on what type of plane you're in. Normally, I would fly in McDonnell Douglas planes. So they've been large enough to accommodate me bringing a small luggage, an actual luggage, and a full-size backpack. So I would be able to bring my full backpack as well. The thing is, I'll be flying on smaller planes this time around, so I don't want to be caught with having to check in a bag under the plane because the backpack is too big, essentially. So I just want to bring one item with me. I have no idea where Takakura is. I'm looking for Takakura, and I am distraught that I can't actually find him. I want to order the freaking clearing of the field. That's what I want. It's 20 grand. I want to do it. And I don't know where to go to do it. Need to clear the field. My goodness. Takakura, where are you? Wow. Is he in here? No. So yeah, space bags. Pretty awesome. The other thing, I did order 2 things last night, is a 6 terabyte hard drive. It costs like $200. Why did I want a $200 6 terabyte hard drive? Well, see, the thing is, I currently have 2 terabyte hard drives that are essentially full. They are essentially full with my old videos. Essentially, I keep copies of the vast majority of videos on my channel. In fact, I think it's pretty much all of the videos that are on my channel I have backed up. And most, oh, there he is. And most of the videos that I had removed from my channel. Hi. No, I don't want to ask you about anything, but I want the field. Yeah, being observant, whatever. This is the perfect season for using miracle potions, whatever. I want to clear the field. Darn you. Oy. Oy, oy, oy. Well, I guess we're going fishing again. So yeah, I have that 6 terabyte hard drive coming. The problem is, I don't have space in my computer for another normal hard drive. It's slightly annoying. You could use a fish. Here, have a tiny rain bob. Nothing to do with me now, though. Whatever. Sure. Yeah, so he won't even accept gifts right now. He's very, very, very sad. Yeah. So, 6 terabyte hard drive. It's going to replace one of my current drives. And I know exactly which drive it will be replacing. It will be replacing a 640 gigabyte drive, which actually comes out to be about 596 is what it says on my computer right now. That drive is like going on 5 years old. It's 4 at the moment. It's like over 4.5. It'll be 5 come February or late January-ish. Yeah, it's just a small drive. It's 7,200 RPM drive. It's just small. So I'm going to replace that with the 6 terabyte, and it's going to essentially be my archive drive for all of my videos that I have uploaded to YouTube. Because right now I have a slow Samsung It's like a 50-something hundred RPM drive. That's 2 terabytes. It has, well, it's 1.81 formatted terabytes, and yeah, it has 219 gigs free. The other 1.81 terabyte drive, formatted, of course, is a Seagate that is 7,200 RPM. And that one has 161 gigabytes remaining. So, and the bar is like red right now in terms of how much is being in use on that drive. It's in red. So yeah, that's a thing. I need a new drive. Need a new drive. What I'm going to end up doing is actually I will be, wow, that's a huge combo. I will be replacing a number of my other drives eventually. Not the hard drives, the solid state drives. My OS is currently on a RAID 0 of Corsair Force 3 90 gigabyte drives. I want to replace those. I want to replace the OS drive with an M.2, like connected to a PCI Express adapter. Hi. Yep, and then I'll get like a 1 terabyte solid state drive to use for my games. And that'll allow me to do other things with the other drives, like convert my current RAID 0 of hard drives to a RAID 1, so that I can use that as an archive drive. Or use it to put raw footage on. I don't know. I think it's what I would end up putting raw footage on, but whatever. Save, please. It is the end! It is the end! It is the end! With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Showboat, and I will see you all next time, where hopefully we'll be able to actually upgrade our large field. I will see you all then.